ground, so I get the feeling that that hay loft I bought is a waste of money. And I will get all of this, or field 14's a lot bigger. I might end up selling field 12 and buying field 14. Might not have the money for it though, will I? Because I'm down to 3 grand on my farm. Mind you, once the wheat's ready, you can do it at any stage. Has this got the cojones to get up the hill and do the job? Contract and field, that'll be the plough. I think it is another plough one, but I'll wait until hopefully I see driver has made it to field 11 turn up. My other option too, if I get a lot of straw, which I'm planning to get out of the wheat field, is after I've harvested the wheat, I can convert that into a grass field. You think I don't, but I do. Trust me, I have access. And then we can do more grass until we're getting a bit low on the straw front. And then I can redo it as wheat, which is fine because it's all year round grown, so I can do it at any stage I want to on this map. Liquid fertilizer, he's still going. Easy to spot, he's in red. The ideal is empty now. There he is. Hello, bud. Right. And then we'll send them off to field 40 in preparation for the next one. I should have gone up that way. Jeez, there's a bit of weight in this, I tell you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Didn't want it to turn, that's how much weight's in it. I was telling the truck to go one way, and the liquid was telling the truck to go another way, and the liquid was winning for a little bit then. Really is struggling to turn. I've turned the wheel, but I'll tell you. Well, I'll let you know, I'm turning now. We're at a low speed actually, it should do it. So it's just lifting the truck, front of the truck up. Yeah, you can do it now, right, so I'm turning to the right. And turning left. Right, I'm going to turn to the right now. So there's just a slight delay, but it was worse when I was driving on the road. I was going a bit faster. How auto drive got here, I'm impressed, I have to say. And then since he did such a good job, he could be the one to drive to field 40. Alright, come fill up. You get out, because apparently my drivers don't know how to fill these things up, which you can do with course pay. You can actually set it to fill up, but obviously I need to alternate using my trucking sim buttons. Need to alternate the truck because we can't afford to have one truck per fertiliser, and it seems a bit ridiculous with how much it'll take out of this tank and how much this tank holds. Just to have it dedicated. I also could set up, but that was course pay, which we're trying to avoid. That means I have to do it for every single field. With course play, we can tell it to, when it runs out, drive all the way back to the yard and fill up. But if I could actually utilise auto drive to do that, that would be better, because obviously I don't have to record a course for every single field that we fertilise and have it recorded all the way back to the yard and back here, just so I can fill up a fertiliser back at the yard. At least with auto drive, it's just a matter of just adding a little bit of extra course on the course that's already there. Do I have a... I do. Nice. Field 40. I'm trying to turn, but I can't. There you go. What do you mean you can't reach field 40? What have I done wrong here in the course setting up? Where is 40? 40's to the right, isn't it? Oh, I see, because I've driven left-handed down here, not right-handed. On the left-hand side, not the right-hand side up. If I'd just gone over to the left, it would have done it. You make it from here, can't you? Yes, you can. Alright. Hopefully now, I've got to sort out that messy. I'm going to get to my job eventually. Sure I will. Well, he's definitely, we've solved that corner issue, I think, by just adding that thing, but it was 2 days ago they updated that, you would think. Where is it? What am I looking for again? The tractor, that one. You think that they would have picked it up and fixed it already? I would have thought maybe I'm the only one having that issue. Right, so, needs to, yeah, I know you do. Just settle down, it's coming, it's on its way. Right, so we got, what have we got done here? We've got the ploughing's done, and field 64 ploughing's the next one. So we need to send this off to field 64. While it's driving over there, hopefully I get a bit of time to do some of my own work. Field 64. But by that time, I'm sure, go to the road, there we go. The truck will be ready to fill up the other fertiliser. Right, are you going to be able to figure it out from here yourself? You are. How far away are you to field, whatever you're going to, field 40? Quite a distance. I can do some work, finally. And we can stop that garbage happening too, turn that off. There we go. I want to put my foot down, I want to move, not almost like stall. That's what it feels like it's about to do. So how much of grass do I get off my field? That is the question that I want answered. Do I have to sell this field and get the bigger one? Which I won't have the money for until I sell the wheat, and hopefully then I'll be able to get the money for it. Will I be able to fill me production things up and still have some grass left over to put in the hay loft, so that's not a waste of money? Then again, if I'm not going to get much grass off this field, then it's not really that much of a waste of money because I need more grass. Or do I just say, scrap it, worrying about getting the extra field. Actually, I could do this with the extra field as well. Selling this field and getting field 14, the bigger one with the grass on it, is after we've harvested that wheat, collect all the straw, which, like I said, I think I'm going to get a lot of straw to last me a long time. But then again, I've got to remember it's going to be used for TMR, not just the bedding for the cows. Obviously with the sheep, it's just going to be the grass. So will I have enough straw to at least do a rotation of 1 year wheat, 1 year grass on that field there, and then every second year I've got 2 fields of grass. And would that be enough? Or would I still need to buy field 14 and do it that way as well? Will the 1 year of wheat be enough to carry me through for 2 years, and then I can do 2 years worth of grass growing on that field? Or, since 14 is also bigger than the field that the wheat's been growing, this is bigger than the field that the wheat's been growing on, do I keep this field, sell the field that I'm growing the wheat on, and then alternate field 14 with wheat and grass? The stress of being a farmer. As I drive over my grass that I've put in a nice pile in lines and flatten it out and put it all over the place. As you do. So the first thing I've got to fill up is I'm going to fill up the first thing that I drive into, which will probably be my farmhouse. I'll come down here, I'll do the, I can fit through there yet. I'll do the TMR mixer first. Pretty sure it takes grass, doesn't it? What are you out of anyway? You're out of silage by the looks of it. Okay, let's put the grass in. If we manage to fill it up with grass, that's fine. We're going to be putting this into a hay, and we can put hay in here as well. Okay, so that's the first one done. Which one were you? Alright, let's see if we've got any silage. Which is this one? I get them confused, don't I? Maybe I should put the signs down. Yeah, you got a bit of silage. Alright, let's fill this up with silage before we go back up and do the next load of grass. Then we'll bring it down here and fill this up with the grass. Then we'll fill the hay thing up with grass, and then I think we'll just alternate between these two, because we've almost got 500,000 litres of hay and grass in the fermenting silo there. How much have we got in here? 69,000 of hay. Right, so we'll chuck this in there, I'll grab all that hay in, and also put it into here, which should last us quite a bit. And I think from there, how much, we've got no silage whatsoever, we've got a bit of straw, we've got straw somewhere. Oh, I've got straw in my hay thing, because we brought some down, didn't we? Last week. Now, how much silage, TMR have we got in this? Got a good amount. I haven't got that many cows, do I? Anyway, because I couldn't afford that many. 20 of them or something, 30 maybe? 28 of them are good old, what we don't call them what they're called in this, we call them, what do we call them actually? I'm trying to remember now. The black and white milking cows, what are they called in here? A Holstein or something, isn't it? Or we call them Friesians, I think. Oh, that chicken coop couldn't be in a more annoying place, could it? Oh, that's what we're using the wheat for too. I was going to do chickens, so I need to keep some of that wheat. Then I've got my silo there, which means I'm going to need to buy a tractor that will and a trailer that a tipper, well, one of those will fit in if they're empty, because they've got their own designated jobs. One's got straw in it, one's got TMR in it, and one's got manure. Right, so surely that's arrived at field 40. You're still going strong, well done. You're just waiting. How full are you? 70%. I thought I set you up to disappear at 70%. Maybe not. Have now. Off you go. Go on before he fills up. Because you've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. What's next? You. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, stop now. I'm going to change this to current waypoint. I don't want to do this, but if we close our eyes, we can pretend this is not happening. But I know, use of course, babe, that I'm going to have a bit of an issue here. And since it's a contract, I don't want to miss out. So let's just pretend that I've just driven the fertilizer over here to be filled up, and this is all an illusion what's happening right now. It's just a weird dream. It's also still really, really hard to turn corners with this thing. $47,000 litres in it, and it's heavy as anything. Right. Well, there you go. I've driven over to the tanker. I have filled this up and I've brought it back here ready to go from where it left off. Please buy that load of garbage I just threw out. But that's what happened. Nice. Now, can I get back to work? Is everyone all finished with me, my workers? Oh, you need to do something. You're on field 64, are you? Which one's that? One right in front of you? Perfect. Turn. Unfold. A little bit of distance from the corner, and we'll say there. Generate course, field 64. Let's make sure we don't have one. I doubt it, but you never know. 63, 64 harvest. No, I've really got to put these into folders as soon as I can. I might have to just spend a bit of time at some stage streaming it and do it then. We're on field 64, yes we are. We'll do the same as we did then, and we will click auto because it tends to not be correct, and generate the field. Yes, well, we're not generating the field, we're generating the course. The field's already been generated, and then we need to save this as field 64 plow and work. Right, where's me? Spend a lot of time on the phone getting my workers the information they need to do the job correctly. Hence the reason I don't charge them the normal rates that most people charge their workers in this game. Thousands of dollars an hour. They get $35 an hour and 60 or 50 something in overtime. Which is I went into seasons and adjusted the pay because I just think it's ridiculous how much they pay, you know. I mean, yes, it's not real time, but if you're doing work at 1 time speed, then yes, it really is 1 time speed, and an hour's work is an hour's work, and you get paid for an hour's work. Obviously, if you've got it sped up, then it should adjust accordingly. Well, you get paid hourly, so when the hour kicks over, so it does, really. So, yeah, I still don't understand why Giants has such a high cost for paying your workers. Unless there's something I'm missing. Maybe there is. But I thought the field size, a realistic field size, it's not like when trucking somewhere, for every mile you drive in game, it's like 20 miles in real life. That ratio. I don't think that's the ratio in this. It could be, I suppose. They have that, then in that case, possibly, but the work speeds are very realistic as far as I know, and I've never checked, but I have heard from people that have been farmers. So the implement work speeds are realistic. So if you're ploughing a field that is so many hectares, and this is a 1-to-1 scale, then why are you paying extra dollars or euros, pounds, whatever, for your workers? The only thing that speeds up is obviously the growth of the crop. In the vanilla game, obviously, it grows quicker, it's not real time. That's fine, but you're not paying the crop to grow. You know, you haven't got hired workers who's sitting there and they're the ones making it grow. They're the ones that put it in there in the seed, and that's all they did. They didn't carry on and wait there and coerce it and pull it out of the ground and stretch it to make it grow, and then paint it a nice colour to represent that it's ready to be harvested or anything like that. So same with seasons, you know, say 6-day seasons. Takes longer to grow, but 6-day seasons, basically every 2 days is literally, no, every day is like 2 weeks or something, isn't it? 1 day is 2 weeks in 6-day seasons, representative of, but still, same thing. But maybe it is, maybe it's something I've actually really didn't think about, and that's the reason why. In that case, I'll be quite happy. But how, I suppose it's asking someone who's a farmer and saying, how long would it plough a field of this size normally? And when you think, I suppose when you think about it, like a field like this in the game would take half, here on 1 time speed, maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours? If that? Jeez, it's been so long since I've done it. Okay, well maybe it is then, yeah. Right. We need probably confirmation. Some way, somehow. I don't like how quickly I'm picking these lines of grass up and how slowly that's filling up. I really thought this field would be more than enough grass to cover me for everything. So two words come to mind at the moment, are and no. Put them together, no, I don't think so. Isn't looking that way, is it? Now 80% full now. Literally looks like I'm halfway across the field, but we're getting to where it goes wider. Longer, really, because we're going up and down, aren't we? So it's longer here. But it's still a concern. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ooh, I don't know, about 15 maybe ones. Looks like our harvester needs to be emptied. I'm guessing the tipper's on its way. To drop it off. Jeez, it is a bit laggy today, this thing. Oh, hang on. Why aren't you letting me tip it in? And I was looking at the wrong place. I was actually looking next to the speedo where it tells me the fall level of the grass. Don't know why. Don't ask me why, because I don't know why. Alright, whoops. Accidental button pushing. Alright, we've got a New Holland that's done its job, which is probably this one here. Somewhere. Now it's dropping it off at the warehouse for that harvester that's waiting, so I can't see. I'm looking at which direction would go. We'd come down there, wouldn't he? Can't see the auto drive truck moving anywhere. Did I turn it back on when I changed it? No, I didn't even turn it off, did I? Oh, he's emptied. Oh, it was over there. Really annoying, those things in the field. Now, I'm sure they weren't there when I planted this field. I think it's a leftover from the change of maps, or the updating of the map, is my guess. I suppose the good news is I'm actually being able to get my own work done. I'm not going to worry about that at all. I'm not going to worry about getting another job for the fertilisers. I just wanted to get some of them going while I was doing this, but it's still 8 in the morning. We've got plenty of time. Of course, once I've done this and everything's done, we're back up to a 5 times speed anyway. What, already? Needs to be empty. It was just emptied. Oh, he took his time to go over and empty him, did he? He didn't actually go off. I can see the auto drive there. He's going past in between field 79 and 80. Up top there. Heading on down. He's got to go all the way down to the warehouse there by field 48. Sort of almost bottom right. So it was at 70%. I changed it for them to go and deliver at 70%. And I don't think he did. I think he stayed there and took a bit of time to realise that what he was doing, and he decided the best thing to do was go empty out a full harvester with only 20% left in his small tripper. And then go off and unload. And by the time he didn't even get off the field, the harvester carried on, filled up again. G'day Mike, how are you buddy? Well, it gives you something to do. Helper A is blocked by Helper B. Generally, yeah. Helper C made it worse by coming over to have a look what had gone wrong. Helper F didn't want anything to do with it, and he ended up going home and drove off the end of the world because he was a flat earther. And he believes in that. As he fell off the edge of the world, he realised as he was falling down, and he goes and looks up and goes, oh, there is an Australia. It is real. I like how some of them say that Australia is not real and they're all actors. Apparently us here in New Zealand, or Argentina, South America, all below the equator. Apparently. South Africa. We're fine, but we actually are here. Okay, so the conclusion is this field. I've still got let's not miss out on any grass here. Well, I suppose we've got a little bit more to go, but I think it's safe to say, which means obviously it isn't, because I said I think, and we all know what happens when I think. It generally goes wrong. But I think that this field's not big enough to provide us with our needs. But saying that, I mean, we have to see. I have to wait and see how long it takes to grow, when it's ready to be mowed again, and how much of the current grass we've got off the field and that I've gone through. Saying that though, like I said, at the moment, I mean, I might have a bit more than 30, but I doubt it, because I think I've got to wait a year. Not only do I have to wait a year before I can make money off milk being produced, I think they also add the fact that for milk to be produced, the cow has to be pregnant. So I've got to wait for a year for a cow to be pregnant before I get some extra calves and more like that. But as that I get more, this field's definitely not going to be enough, is it? At all. Helper Fifth is blocked by the only tree on the map. Yeah, placed there by Helper Smudo. What do you mean it needs to be refueled? It's already been refueled. Oh, number